Good morning, Sandra, homie. I hear you, homie. Homie. Yes. Brandon, what's up, bro? Good morning, Mary. Fat boy. Morning, babe. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I got it now. Terry Walker. Hello. Look here, Terry. That's what I'm talking about right there. Mm-hmm. Shruntry ham. I ain't been on in a minute. I was on day before yesterday. I took yesterday off. I was feeling a little under the weather. No, I wasn't. I was just tired. I wasn't feeling under the weather. That's the wrong word. Oh my God. I'm going to sing a song to all the pigs out there that sacrificed themselves. That's what I'm talking about. I hear you, clothing head. Well, I'm on the wrong Google Hangouts. Where did that come from? Sage. Okay. I got somebody texting me on Hangouts called Clothing Head Official. Clothing Head Official. I'm clicking on the little star to the right of it. Clothing Head Official. It says delete the conversation. Boom. Leave the chat. Boom. I'm no more Clothing Head Official. I was out for 6 hours straight doing nothing, sitting in the car all day, so I'm sore as crap. Okay. I got to ask this question. What are you doing sitting in a car for 6 hours? I mean, I'm doing some pretty weird stuff, but sitting in the car. Did you get thrown out of the house? Just saying. Oh my God, this pig's good. If you're from somewhere else, right? Yeah. And that wouldn't take 6 hours. I hope. I mean, it could, I guess, but that would explain the soreness part. Baylor the dog. Welcome, my trucking friend. Trucking. I'm having a country ham biscuit. You know what I mean? Oh. I'm literally in the last town in America. North or south? I would pray that it was south, but I have a feeling it's north. Because the last town in America would be Kokomo. Oh, in the Florida Keys. Bristol, Virginia. You call that the last town in the South? Oh, yeah, Mason-Dixon line. The line runs right slap through the middle of it. I got you, Balin. Part of it's in the north and part of it's in the south. Bristol. Oh, Fat Boy said that. Brownsville, Texas. Okay, I'm lost again. Does that have a Mason-Dixon line run through it too? Because Fat Boy's Bristol does. Right slap through the middle of the town. Right down the middle of the street. Right down the middle. Right. Did I say down the middle? Hey. I was just wondering if I said down the middle. Balin. What you doing today? No, but that's the dumbest of Bristol. Mm-hmm. It's the last town, the very bottom of Texas on the border. The Gulf of Mexico isn't a town? Well, darn. Learn something new every day. What do I know? Shy, humble country boy. You want to come talk to me today, Balin? Just you and me. Fluttergasted. Hello. I'm having a little dead pig over here, and it's delicious. Got his butt salted real good. It's on a biscuit, too. Sliced up. Morning, son. Morning, mom. I hate that lag. It just takes way too long. Oh. Sounds good. You gotta love them ham biscuits. Oh. Salty butts. Google, it took me where I am. I know. You wind up on an island somewhere in the Pacific like that. I've heard. What do I know? I don't know anything. Oh. Yep. Trusty old Google. Hold on. I'm going to send you a link. Google's, it took where I am. Google it looked, not took where I am. Okay, let me read that again. Hey, Caroline. Good morning. Welcome. I'm trying to decipher Balin right now. I'm speaking Cadolin. Trying to speak Cadolin this morning. I'm getting it too. I've learned a bunch of different languages, and Cadolin's one. Google it look, not took. Look where I am. All right, let's go back to that town. Brownsville, Texas. Better go back and make sure that's it. Yep, that was it. All right, who took the button? Google, where in the crap is Brownsville, Texas at? And show me a map of it, baby. Oh, wow. Hold on. We're going to look at this thing. You believe that Google speaks Rick? I swear it does. Oh my God, you was almost in South America, dude. Did you know that? Of course you knew that. Okay. Corpus Christi. Dickard. What's up, Dickard? How you doing, man? Better than rigor mortis. No kidding. That would suck. Fat boy. Rigor mortis. Okay. If anybody's wondering where Balin's at, here's Corpus Christi. Wonder who cooked the corpus and got it all crispy like that, too. Kingsville. McAllen. Brownsville. So I'm going to come to the conclusion that Balin is in the last town in America. I come to that conclusion all by myself. I had no help from no one whatsoever. It's totally mine. I just wanted you to know that. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's hard being me sometimes. All right. Now what? Oh. I don't know what else to do now. Oh. Now what? I was playing basketball myself on the side of the court, and a bunch of people along stole it from me, and there was no room for me to do anything, so I'm sitting in boredom. Oh, I wish you wasn't in high school. I could tell you what to do, but probably better not do that. Almost sounds like they were being mean. I just delivered McAllen. Now I'm going to load in Brownsville and take it to Peachtree City, Georgia. Wow. Pretty good trip there, Balin. It is. Pretty good trip. Trying to get this stupid map closed again. How long does it take you to go across there like that? Mm. 1,200 miles. Oh, wow. It's fine. I was just bored and wanted to shoot some basketball, but they started the game. So to me, it's just whatever. Oh, no. That's what I was thinking, fat boy. I just ain't going to say it. That's what I was thinking. I can drive 11 hours legally a day, so 4 or 5 hours. Good morning, Amanda. How are you? Good to see you. We're just sitting around, riding around in a truck right now with Balin. He's in the last town in America, which I've recently learned is Brownsville, Texas. Oh. I didn't know that till a little while ago. Oh. I'm doing okay. I slept too much yesterday, I think. I slept so much I actually feel bad. I didn't even know you could do that. Milky bark. Milky bark kid. What is my opinion on self-driving vehicles? Well, I'll tell you the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. This is the truth. And I want you to understand it. Oh, I'm going to give you a little bit of time right now. Self-driving vehicles, you get in them, program it in, and they ride around. So far, 1 or 2 has crashed and hurt somebody, so it's not perfected yet. And that's not my opinion. It's just a fact. I think they are dumb. They're going to kill someone. Okay. Back to Balin and his 11-hour trip. Balin, do you have time to come talk to me? Gene's sending some pics right now. Cool. Oh, cool. Let me check out Milky Bark. Holy smokes, Milky Bark. What in the world did you do to get that many followers? How long have you been doing it? That is the question. May the 1st, 2006. You have been here for a very long time. Wow. I make Skate 3 videos. Beautiful game. They are unexplored. More tutorials to come. You have 2,914,776 views. Congratulations, Milky Bar Kid. You're 13 years old. I mean, you're 13,000 followers. Congratulations, Milky Bar. Good job. Wow. I'm impressed. Oh, There have been hundreds of semi-trucks delivered by self-driving trucks, and oh my God, it smells like weed down here. I bet it does. To be honest with you, the self-driving vehicles scare me a little bit. They really do. Here's the part that I worry about. Right now, almost anybody can get a car. When Henry Ford invented the car, 1913, it cost $800, which was a lot of money then. They didn't perfect them until the early 20s when they came out with the Model T, Model A's. Now we're going into a technology world where self-driving cars and computers and the technology is so advanced it costs us a fortune. The self-driving cars will be a minimum of $60,000 a piece, which will eventually put the little guy completely out of the business. He won't be able to do it. He won't be able to drive. Who's going to drive him? How can he afford it? Jobs are going away like there's no tomorrow. So I'm kind of scared of them. I think it's great. The technology is. It's cool. Drive himself around everywhere. Awesome. But what about the little guy? He still needs his piece of the pie too, you know. And that is my opinion of self-driving cars. Just saying. It's the future. You can't stop it. Hop on and hold on. Good morning, Angel. How are you? Sorry about that, Milky Bar. Took me a second to get it together. I slept too much yesterday. Slept like, I don't even know how many hours. Like, it's the future. Can't stop it. Hop on, hold on. Yeah, I know what you mean. It may be the future. Wow, that took a long time. That took a long time. Oh, hey, Mary. I think I said it already, but I wouldn't swear to it. We have our topic for today, y'all. Thanks to Milky Bark Kid. Self-driving cars and trucks. Dang it, Balin, where'd you go? I know you're in here somewhere. There it is. Found you. It's in Hangouts, Kato. I run Milky Bark off quick. I hope not. I hope you're still here because the topic is self-driving cars and trucks. What's going on?
Let me turn my Bluetooth off and back on so you can hear me through this.
All right.
How about that?
Oh, that's perfect.
There we go. I'll give you a look at what it looked like down here. All these palm trees everywhere.
Holy smokes.
Trees are so different. And everything, hell, I'm in America and everything looks like Spanish. All the towns and road signs.
Well, Buenos Dias, then, Kato.
And I can hear people in Mexico on my CB. Let me turn my squelch down and see if there's people talking. No, there ain't right now, but there was a minute ago.
I laughed myself to death the other day. That comedy dude on the CB there that you had that show you did. I watched it. That was funny.
You seen that?
Yeah, I did. I watched it.
That was the first one I've ever run into before. Right there was a Mexican. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's Mexico. Mexico's like 3 miles right there. I mean, I'm right beside the river. I'm
That's
on the
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know I can go across into Mexico, but coming back will be the issue. And my ID is just ripped all to shreds. You
Right.
know, I mean, I've had it forever and ever. All these states I go to, they ask for my ID because I smoke. And in and out, in and out, in and out. And I'm never home on a weekday. I'm always home on the weekend, so I can't get a new ID. So I don't want to. I ain't got a passport. I don't know if I need one of them to walk back into America. I just want to go over there and get a taco, you know, and take a picture or something.
Oh my God, a Mexican truck tacos. Just thinking about it, and I just eat. Still can't eat all that biscuit yet, but them Mexican truck tacos make me hungry. Every time.
The closest I've ever been. I kind of freaked out when I seen I was coming down here because I had 2 deliveries, one in Houston, one in San Antonio, and then one in McAllen this morning. So I was going to have to sleep in McAllen. And it was actually closer to the border than I am right now, but I'm going further southeast. I'm going literally to the bottom of Texas now. It's about 60 miles southeast of McAllen, but McAllen was right there on the border, like 3 or 4 miles too. And I was freaking out. They don't have a wall or nothing, you know. I was Googling it to see if there was crime and all that stuff. There wasn't. You know, it was peaceful.
So, how do they have self-driving trucks now? Are you aware of that, or is it just cars now? What do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah, they have self-driving trucks. The first one in America was Budweiser. It done over 120 miles autonomously in Colorado. I forget what year that was, but yeah, Budweiser. 120 miles in Colorado. It was all autonomous. But there's a new company called OTTO,
Uh-huh.
and they're producing trucks. And the driver gets it on the interstate and whatnot, and then he like pushes a button, and then he just climbs in the back and it drives. It's crazy. I literally just watched a video on this like when I was home over the weekend.
Well, Google put out one there out in California somewhere. I think it's San Francisco. Where
Right there's Mexico.
Yeah, and the darn right there is Mexico.
Yeah. Right over there, you can see where all the nice palm trees and the buildings stop, and it's kind of barren over there. You know, that was Mexico. I think I got like another 30 miles to go. Look at all these palm trees, man. They got it pretty down here, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It looks good. It looks beautiful.
But oh my God, when I was writing you that message,
yeah,
there was a van, like a big white van, you know, like a carpenter or plumber's van, you know, a standard van, and it was reeking of weed. I mean, reeking. I mean, I don't know if they was smoking one. I doubt it.
Was it already through the? It was already through the into the United States, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm in America right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, they could have just been smoking, you know.
That's probably what you're smelling. Is burning one.
But it did. It didn't. I know the difference. You know, I've had a troubled past. We'll just say that. And you know, I know the difference.
You didn't smell burning weed. You smelled weed.
Look,
weed.
right there's Border Patrol right there. That car's Border Patrol.
Oh, they searching for a white van, probably.
And there's so many RVs down here. I guess going across the border into Mexico. I don't know. But oh my God, Rick, last night, man, this truck is freaking out because of that Border Patrol. I'm going to get on around him. Yeah, he's a Mexican.
It's a good idea not to freak out around the Border Patrol and look suspicious, don't you think?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's got USA all over his truck, but he's freaking out when he sees the Border Patrol. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
You can't make it up, man. Look at 2019 Ford Escape for $18,999, 19 grand for a brand new Ford SUV. That ain't a bad deal if you think about it. Going back to the $800 Model A's or whatever, 1905 or whenever it was, you know, let's say $1,000 for one of them. Well, it's been over 100 years since then, and it's only went up 20%. But how much his wages went up? Way more than 20 or 20-fold. You know, so really a $20,000 vehicle ain't bad.
No. I'm just afraid, like the way we put this technology and stuff in these vehicles. We're talking about those autonomous cars and stuff like that. Who can afford them? Who's going to be able to afford them? I mean, God Almighty, they're going to be so expensive, you know.
I'm not talking about personal vehicles. I'm talking about trucks, semis.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad.
Really?
Yeah. Tesla is offering one for $6,000 a month. That sounds insane, but these lease drivers are paying $1,000, $1,500 a week. So basically the same thing. But
Yeah.
what are they doing? What are they doing? They're buying fuel. Well, I spend about $1,500 to $2,000, sometimes plus $2,500 a week in diesel fuel. I mean, when you got 45,000 pounds in the box, you're grossed out at 80,000 pounds, and you're going up through the mountains and whatnot. And diesel fuel $3.50 a gallon in some of these places. You're spending $2,000 a week in diesel fuel plus the lease on the truck. This truck, the Tesla Nikola, it offers so many different things. But the thing I like about it is it has a hydrogen pack on the back. So it's an engine that runs off hydrogen. I don't know if you've all looked into this, but you can make your lawnmower, your four-wheeler, even your truck run off of water. There's videos on YouTube, 10, 15 years old, of people. One that pops out in my head was a Chevy, a 1500 Chevy, those square body, and it had a 350 in it, small block V8, and he was running it off of water. He had a big old glass pickle jar of water in it, and he had I think they're called diffusers. Maybe wrong on that, but it's a whole bunch of metal plates, positive, negative, and all it does is it separates the hydrogen and the oxygen.
All right, Cato, slow down, take your time. We're not in no hurry. We can just chill and relax here. Just take your time.
Water is made up of two molecules, hydrogen and oxygen, and they put these metal plates down in water. One's positive, one's negative, so forth and so on, only on 12 volts, and it separates the hydrogen and oxygen, and they just put a vacuum line on it, pull it out, and then they hook that into their fuel filter or fuel pump. A lot of people use it as a fuel enhancer. They don't run the whole vehicle off of it, you know. But there's a Chevy. It's got a 350 small block V8 in it. He's running it completely off of water. People run lawnmowers and stuff off of it all the time, and it's water. Running your car off of water, basically. But this new truck, Tesla, that's got the new Tesla cars and whatnot, last year they come out with a semi. And it's electric, has a big motor in it. It's got motors on every single wheel. But on the back of it, it has an engine, and the engine burns off hydrogen instead of gas or diesel.
All right, Cato. What is your opinion on self-driving vehicles? What do you think about them? What do you think was going to happen as far as the United States and the world with these self-driving vehicles? What do you think about them? I love the hydrogen vehicles. They never pan out. They're great. I see it all the time on YouTube. I've been seeing it for years. But what is your opinion of the self-driving vehicles? What do you think of them?
I wouldn't really
good, bad, or whatever.
Self-driving. I don't know. I worry about the little man losing his job.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I wanted to call in. I've watched Dave Ramsey, his financial show. I started looking up how to pay off my vehicle and whatnot and found him, and he talks about paying off debt as soon as possible. And I've started following his steps. I've never been able to save money ever. Last 2 weeks, I've saved $1,700 because I actually set a budget. But he was talking.
Ramsey, he's awesome.
Yeah, I've never really watched him before, but he was talking about that. People getting upset because big corporations and whatnot. And I think it was his grandfather that had a ice company. The big corporation come in and took it away. And refrigerators come in, the freezers. Nobody bought ice no more. That was his whole family's, business. And corporation destroyed the ice business. Well, they changed it up. Now they made like a little convenience store with the ice that they had, and they kept milk on it. They kept eggs on it, cheese on it, and candy bars and pops and snack cokes. And it was like a corner store everybody went to buy their, their drinks, pops, cokes, and they could rent out to keep their meat there and their milks and eggs and cheese there instead of having to buy a whole refrigerator. And they flourished in that environment. Tesla is owned by one man. He's smart. He worked hard. And we can't be envy of success. I mean, people are going to become successful, and if they are, their businesses will grow, and that will knock out the smaller man. But if we don't do that, we'll never grow. We'll never have bigger and better things. You got to adapt. You know what I mean? Corporation come in and it knocked out the tobacco growing in Kentucky. I mean, it just wasn't worth nothing. And what do? They changed it up. They don't really grow it no more. They grow something that makes some money. You know, soybeans, corn, all that. Anyway, um, regarding the big man knocking out the little man, when it comes to autonomous driving trucks, I'm concerned about that because I drive a truck, but that's how we grow and evolve. That's
Yep.
why I said all that to say that.
You been drinking Red Bull this morning?
I just woke up, literally.
Oh, you're feeling pretty good then. Oh,
I've
yeah.
drunk,
It's,
I've drunk about a quarter of an ounce. No, it scares me as a truck driver losing my job, but when you get down to it, think about it. There's too many variables. There's such a long way to go before they are truly safe. Insurance people will let them just go, and it takes over the market. Not only that, the climate. They can't go up into Canada. They can't go.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what people are going to do anymore. You know, I mean, you go into McDonald's now, those what do they call them? Kiosks is in there everywhere. You go up. I mean, I can literally try to avoid the kiosk and go to the counter. And they'll redirect me back to it. Make you go to it. You got to. You know, they didn't to begin with, but now you absolutely have to.
It worries me because crap happens with technology. They're going to have somebody in it, which Otto, the company I told you about, they do have somebody in it. He backs it up to the door, you know, and opens the doors, backs it up into a dock to get unloaded. He drives it up onto the interstate, pushes a button, then it drives. And what they do, they link together 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and they know exactly how far apart they are. They got a draft coming off of it, and they get in a certain space to where they're saving fuel. You know, the further back you are, the more fuel you save, and it's going to be like that. But it's going to take a long time to get the kinks out of them. And as we know, computers, phones, technology, it messes up. There's going to be accidents, and it's going to take time. I'm not worried about it taking over in the next 40 or 50 years. That's my opinion. Technology is growing faster than it ever has. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
the problem is, according to the really smart guys, it's multiplying, and it keeps on continually multiplying at a rate that it's mind-boggling to see right now. I believe it'll happen a lot faster than that because they really start to put this stuff out. Mary says, do we really need bigger and better? That's a good question, Mary. We were making it okay all along. I mean, obviously, without technology advancement, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today doing what we're doing right now, you know, for sure. But I don't know. Where is that line at? You know, I don't know.
There's pros and cons to it all.
I know the first self-driving cars that came out on the market were crashing and hurting people. You know, they've had 2 of them. I'm pretty sure. One in San Francisco.
No, there's way more than 2. Oh, just San Francisco. Yeah, there's more than there's several that's had incidents, people getting killed and getting hurt. You're right. People riding in them and having wrecks and getting hurt inside the vehicle, let alone the people getting hit by the vehicle. You know, and that is going to happen. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's going to take 30, 40, 50 years for it to take over the market. There's just so many variables. But if you look inside of Amazon, half or 3/4 of their warehouse is ran by robots. It's like those little ones you see that vacuums your house, little vacuum robots. It's like those.
I've had one of them for years.
And they're everywhere in Amazon. And I pick up delivered Amazon all the time, and it's crazy. And if you step out, it stops, you know, but it goes to a certain place, and it picks up a certain thing, and it takes it to the truck, and it's insane. And it saves them on money. And that's, yeah, people are losing jobs. Don't get me wrong, but they can be advanced to another job that they don't have to walk all day. They don't have to lift up that stuff all day. You know, it's an easier job on the human. The goal is for us to live in a utopia to where we're not working hard. Robots do it all for us. I don't want to get into politics, but the woman from California and New York, especially the young one, they just introduced the Green New Deal. If you look in that deal, every house and building in America is to be destroyed and rebuilt. Every house is to have solar panels on it. They're going to stop semis, airplanes, jets, quit burning off fossil fuels. Everybody has a basic income. You get free education, free school, free retirement, free healthcare. It's all free. But if you get free money, free healthcare, free education, free retirement, who's going to work? Because it's all free. How are they going to tax? You know, where's the taxes going to come to pay for all that? But The goal is this right here: electric vehicles, whether they're hydrogen ran to recharge the batteries, and just robots, autonomous to do all the work where humans can step back and not have to do nothing. That ain't gonna work in my opinion, but that's
Good
the main goal.
good morning, Rosanna. Good to see you this morning. Sandra said Amazon's using drones for delivery in some places. And I like that when I saw that. You know, that's pretty cool that you order something and poof, it's delivered. It only seems to happen in cities though, but uh, and the self checkout in Walmart. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people out of a job. I don't know if we can re-educate everybody like that or not that quick. More people dropping out of school and less jobs. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know. In the short term, it'll hurt a lot of people. In the long term, people won't have to work as hard. It's just like equipment coming out to cut cotton, to cut straw and hay, the balers, the fluffers, the rakers. People used to do that by hand, you know,
one.
um, and they lost their jobs. The farmers, wanted to save as much money. They bought the machinery. It saved them money. Didn't have to pay people to do it. Now those people don't have to work as hard. Yeah, they lost the job, but they got a better job. Short term, it won't be as good. In the long term, it'll be better. I'm hoping. We can't predict the future,
Yeah, I
obviously.
love your outlook. You always have that optimistic outlook on stuff, and I really like that a lot. But I'm a kind of a conspiracy theorist a little bit. Probably hadn't recognized that in me, but I'm going to show it just a little bit right now.
I am
Walmart
too.
has 18 cashier registers, only 2 are open. Yep. It almost looked like we are phasing out the human race out of existence. And it makes you wonder, if you keep doing this, who's going to buy all this stuff? Who's going to do it? And who's going to make it work? Benny, welcome. Good to see you, Benny. I'm right up your alley right here with this row. I know I am, Benny. I know you.
What in the world have I done?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
That road said the port of entry. I ain't going to Mexico.
Yeah, head on down to Mexico.
I ain't going on that road. That road that just passed me right there went overhead of me and wanted me to go that way.
Hold on a second. Rick, taking on videos and channels down, you talked about the other day. This video, I'm watching it now on YouTube. I'm going to open that, Chris. Thank you so much. Oh, I hadn't seen him in a while. That's Daryl. Daryl Ease. Yes, I used to watch Daryl all the time. He's good. I sometimes think, Grizz, that Daryl has the inside scoop to YouTube. I think they give him the information to put out there sometimes. Him and that other guy, the younger one. I can't remember the other guy's name. I can't remember it. Hey, Charlene, welcome.
Well, I'm in the last town in America, everybody.
Oh,
Evansville, Texas. This is crazy.
the new.
Right over there is Custom and Border. I don't know if you can see that big thing.
All right.
I mean, I'm surrounded by Mexico in all directions right now. Because I'm
Grandpa.
at the bottom of Texas.
Hello, Grandpa Paul. And he says the new Green Deal will cost between 93 and 240 billion dollars to start.
No. Oh, to start. It'll be 93 trillion in 10 years. That's what Fox News said last night.
I don't doubt that at all. BNO, y'all, what's up? Welcome. Yep. Yeah, that's the strike against YouTubers. I've seen that. I mean, I'm going to watch that, Grizz. I don't mean I've seen it. I hadn't seen Squat. I hadn't seen this one for sure. Oh.
What in the world could I be coming all the way down here to the bottom of Mexico to pick up and take to Georgia?
You're getting coupons. I know you're getting those darn coupons to go back to that underground city, right?
You know, we don't, as truck drivers, we don't know what's inside of our trailer, right? And me and my truck driver friends have talked about it before. It's untelling if we've hauled drugs or not, you know. Business, like let's say a man owns a business, down here, and he owns part of a business or has a friend up there. They can have an inside deal to put drugs inside the stuff, and we would never know about it. We get the load from a broker. You get what I'm saying? But this kind of just freaks me out. At the bottom of Mexico, whatever I'm picking up, obviously come across the border, and
yeah,
I don't know. I've just never been down here, and I'm freaking out. I don't want no drugs back, get in trouble, because
I-
obviously they're going to detain me if there was something in there, and it would take forever to prove that my company got it from a broker and we're not interconnected with the person. And if for some reason my company was interconnected with the person or knew the person and was in contact with the person that's shipping or receiving, then I would be held for a long time. God almighty, this scares me to death.
No boat rides today, says Sandy. Oh my goodness, Sandy, that was awesome in your video the other day. It was cool to watch. It's flooding where she's at in Tennessee. It's flooding where she's at in Tennessee, and she was literally in a boat rowing, her husband rowing right beside stop signs. All you could see was the stop sign part sticking up. The rest of it was completely underwater. So there was a street under there somewhere. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's whole neighborhoods flooded in Kentucky where I live. There's a bridge called Zula Bridge, and it's about 45 feet from the creek, and it's completely flooded. As of yesterday, there was about 8 inches of water running over the top of the bridge, and people driving on it with water going around their tires.
Yeah, it's Florida
Right.
great. Don't worry about drugs. It's humans that's being smuggled. I think Benny touched on that earlier, but we probably better not go there. That just leads down a road of unrighteousness for somebody's namesake. Oh, Grandpa says, I love you. Have to pick up a load and get only the paperwork supposed to go. I made your trailer. Awesome, Grandpa. Mhm. Charlene's praying for you, Sandy.
I thought she was praying for me. I was going to say thank you. I need it.
I'm sorry to keep cutting you off, but you don't stop talking today. You are wide open. You reminded me of Perth on I don't know, on too many energy drinks or something. You're wide open this morning.
I ain't even really been talking. What in the world?
I'm having to read these comments too, It's cool. Everything's cool. Oh, and it ain't just me. I need an energy drink to keep up. So how long will it take you to drive from Brownsville to, where'd you say? The other East Coast? Oh, Georgia. Georgia.
Peachtree City, Georgia.
Oh,
A day and about, it was 1,200 miles down here. So it's 1,200 miles back to Georgia. So it's about a day and 5 hours.
ooh,
So
that makes it work.
16 hours.
So you love truck driving, don't you? That's your heart's in the truck driving, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Last week I drove about 3,400 miles. And I was home for 2.5 days. So I drove 3,400. Well, no, I was home for a 34 a day and a half.
That's cool. How you liking the new car too?
I ain't got it yet.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There's my friend from Nova Scotia, Darlene. Welcome. We missed you too.
The whole reason we went was because we called the bank and they said the taxes was pending coming into our banking account. It was Friday. We was expecting a Monday. Monday was a holiday, so we didn't get a hold of the bank till Tuesday. And they was like, no, there ain't nothing coming in. But they finally got approved, and they'll be here by the 27th. What is today? The 26th. So I'll have it by tomorrow.
Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you.
I'm trying my best to talk my wife out of it.
Later, Charlene. Thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it. God bless you too. Happy to see everyone here, Darlene. I got to show you something. You don't have this in Nova Scotia. It's called a country ham biscuit. I ain't got much of it left. See that dead pig right there? Mm-hmm. Whoa, there he is. That's sliced dead pig, also known as ham. Salted. It's so salty, you go, ooh. But me, I do it like this. Oh my God. It is so good. I just wanted you to know. Uh-oh. I'll be looking for it. I'm going dog hunting today, too.
I'm 3/4 of a mile from the border.
3/4 from the border. Mm-hmm.
Well, that is screwed up. I need to be in that lane.
If you just come into the stream, this is my friend Balin the dog. He's a truck driver. His name is Cato, and he's hauling a load of weed from Brownsville, Texas to Georgia.
No.
What? Huh?
No, I ain't got no weed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got 50 kilos of cocaine and 27 illegals.
Oh, we don't know what's in there. We don't know what's in there.
Let me show you this real quick. Can you see that artwork on their bridges and overpasses?
Yeah.
I mean, Texas, man, they keep it beautiful.
Boy, this video, if don't get flagged, it won't. None of them get flagged ever.
Oh hell, that's another turning lane. Golly. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown.
You seem a little hyper today. I didn't notice. I am messy. I'm still eating. Sure am. Oh my goodness. Same biscuit. I gotta have something to drink with it though. Oh, I can fix that.
I guess I'm just so pumped because I'm close to the border. I don't know. Let y'all see. The last town in America.
You got them in your truck, in the back of the truck, don't you?
He's gonna get the border patrol around me. That's what he's gonna do.
No, I ain't doing that. They won't bother you. They rode right by that white van a little while ago. Didn't even look at it. I would not do that to you. I'm just joking.
There's a place called Cloud 9 with really spray painted all on the outside of the building. What in the heck? Is weed legal down here in Texas?
No, I don't think so. Texas is pretty tight on that stuff.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it ain't legal. Not like North Carolina. They'll hang you alive for that stuff down here.
Oh, that reminds me. I went to Florida last week to Winter Garden, which is Orlando, and on the way out on 75 northbound, there was a beautiful Mercedes-Benz pulled over, a 4-door Mercedes-Benz. In the back two seats, it had duffel bags, and on top of each duffel bag, like a package, and the back was opened up, and it was full of duffel bags with a package, and it was the only thing I can assume coming out of the bottom of Florida was cocaine. So that car, and there was like 7 state troopers there. I mean, and the people was in the back of the cop cars. But I mean, what else is coming out of the bottom of Florida? You know, I'm assuming cocaine, but it was full of it.
Hold on a second. Hey, Perth, it's good to see you this morning. I did not see you come in the room. I hope you're having a good day. Well, it's nighttime. I hope you're having a good night, Perth. I did not see you come in the room. Good to see you. Have a good one, fat boy. Don't worry about the black unmarked SUV with multiple antennas behind you. Balin says Florida Greg. Oh, God. I don't think we got nothing like that going on. We're just joking. Oh, we're just joking. got some more coffee. I'm going to finish that biscuit. Oh. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's just kidding. 2 roads is flooded and your swamp is over full. You ought to see mine down at the bottom the other day, Grandpa. It was unbelievable. Sure was. You still there, Bala?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't see you. I got the chat in front of it, so I couldn't know. Listen.
Well, I got my Google Maps pulled up. I don't want to get on the wrong road again.
I don't blame you. I expect this is something to turn that thing around.
Look at this. It's a pressing machine.
Oh.
What in the world is he pressing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, they got the oddest stuff down here.
That's like a bender, isn't it? Where you put it in there and bend it or something.
No. It had a big round, I don't know, 2 foot across, big round plate, and then a flat bottom, and it just presses down like, I guess, the old tobacco thing. You press down tobacco to make bales, but I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I ain't never seen one of them before.
I guess my mind's just on all these drugs. All right, I'm 1.5 miles away, and it's going to be on the left.
Sound Minds, what's up? I did not know that. I was in a parking lot. Kids were being rude. I drove by and just said, "I'm watching you." Signed with my fingers. And they did and backed off. Good for you, Darlene.
Right there's a car from Mexico.
Sound Mind said that medical cannabis dispensaries are opening up in Texas, Balin. The newly legal oils stills are to prepare for 2018 report. Procure. I didn't know that either. Maybe that's what you saw, a dispensary. What was the name of it that you said?
Cloud9.
Cloud9. You know good and well that's a cannabis dispensary. It's got to be. Oh.
My wife sends people tickets from the toll roads in Texas. That's her contract, is a Texas DOT contract. The people that don't pay their tolls and drive through it, they take pictures, and my wife pulls up the pictures, types in the state license plate number, and sends them a ticket in the mail.
Wacky Weed or Us new dispensary. I hear you, Greg. Sure do.
I've never seen a car from Mexico. Look at that.
You got a Mexican tag on the back up?
Yeah, and like 3 other license plates in the back window from all the other Southern South American countries.
Wow. Oh.
All right, I'm turning in up here. What in the world am I doing? Looks like a chop shop. Chemical.
Cans of cannabis. Oh. I've heard.
Give me just a minute. I'm gonna put my headset down and talk with this guy at the gate.
All right. I've heard that some of that stuff coming out of South America looks like it come out of a Beady Weedy can. like it's packed in a little can that big, about that big, and it's so tight that you can't hardly break it apart with a pair of pliers. But I don't know. Oh, GMO, yucky. There's no such thing as GMO weed, dude. It's hybrid, way different, way different. Not even close. Even the self-auto flower one is not genetically modified. It's just hybrid. Oh. Holla out of Benya Tiwa Maya Bailan. What he said. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. They've been born, right? You would think so. Yeah. You would think so.
201.
Hey, he didn't cut the mic off. Cool. We can listen in. I always like listening in on conversations. I don't know why. Rice. I thought we was talking about weed. Beats me. Oh, GMO corn, GMO alfalfa, GMO.
Come out this way.
Kind of limited right now what you can do with that.
All right.
And it'll kill you. And will kill you.
The hospitality of these people down here is unbelievable. Every one of them, I mean, looks you in your eyes until you look at them, and they nod their head and say hello and smile. I mean, they really are genuine people down here.
Mm-hmm.
Turn left to dock number 5. There's dock 5. Pull over and go in door number 2. Okay.
And where are you? What is it? A lumber yard?
No, it's chemicals, and it looks like over there plastic BBs that goes to plants where they extrude it, make plastics. It's all stuff coming across the border. Stuff that's made in all these South American and other countries that come in off ship. They go on to like these containers right there.
Grizz, holy crap. I just saw that. I've seen some 18-year-olds I'd like to abort. Oh. 17 anyway. I'm just kidding. Oh, I agree. We grew up with farmers and talked to them about forced us to do. Yeah, they forced them to. They don't have no choice. Although I've got some around here that's been. Never mind. Probably better not say that. I might get them in trouble. I will not engage in abortion rights are wrong, but I'll say this. Unless you're a woman who has the face of choice, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I try not to get into that. It's way too political, but Grizz is joking. We're just joking. Oh.
All right, y'all.
16-year-old I'd like to kill sometimes.
I'm going to hop off here and get loaded. Y'all have a great day.
They were my children. Thank you, Balin, for coming. Appreciate it a lot.
Have a good one.
Oh, me too, Grandpa. I've got so many seeds put up. I wouldn't be willing to say, hey, Aaron, that I have 10 1-gallon bags full of seeds put up in a freezer. When I figured out that seed vault, I decided I'd do the same thing. We're just joking. That's what he was trying to do, is turn the conversation. Oh, I think, I don't know. What do I know? Oh. How long we been going, y'all? I got some stuff I need to do today, like go look for a dog. I can never see that. I'm planning on doing it again today. It's been bad weather. Rick, you got a seed vault. Yeah. 69 minutes. That's an excellent 59. So we'll wait a minute. I hear you. Good morning, Rick, and all in chat. Hey, Yankee, good to see you this morning. Yeah, 30, what was it? 30 degrees. I think that vault keeps it froze as something like that. But I've been doing this for years, Grandpa, for years. I've noticed I get good germination out of them. I never have any problem with them. I keep them in my freezer. Now I've got a pile of them that people have mailed me, put over there that I need to do. I got to go by the post office today. I'm glad I thought about that. Afternoon now for me. Yep, it's afternoon in Europe. Is Balin that man's actual name? It's super cool. It's Cato. It's Cato. And I'm not sure that's his real name. Probably. It might be. I mean, it may be a nickname or something they call him. I've known him for a long time. I was just stumbled upon a truck driving live one day, and he was driving, started talking to him in it. And we've been friends ever since. He seems so calm. I would love to be like that, especially in a truck. I know. GMO cannabis not in my backyard. May 31st, 2017. High Times Mag. I could totally be wrong, and I wouldn't have no problem with that at all. I can't imagine. Let's find out. Got my curiosity up. Yikes. Is there genetically modified cannabis? Okay. All right. Legal hurdles to exploring medical marijuana's properties might fall into the wake of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration first approval of a cannabis-derived drug. On June 1st, the FDA announced to Florida Epidix a treatment for that. The name of this is Coming Soon to a Lab Near You, Genetically Modified Cannabis. Scientists will be able to draw from new sources of cannabis compounds research. Food and Drug Epidix recognition. I'm going to try to cut through it and get straight to it. Credited that the Reverb scientists were legal at the University of California in Irvine. DEA said research are permitting the study of CBD oils, especially compounds of cannabinoids in the states where marijuana is legal. At this point, the limits on research seems irrational. Lessening restrictions on the study of CBD would also be new startup biotech. Overcoming barriers. Come on, where's it at? It's got to talk about the genetically modified part, yeah. Anyway. According to my research, it's not here yet. I've just picked that one out, but there's like 10 of the very same articles everywhere. 10 of the very same articles. Coming soon. You know why the government wants to legalize? So they can tax it. If they could figure out how to tax it, they'd be on it. Yeah. Always do. Yeah. Okay, here's another one. This is from Genetic Literacy Project. The science, not ideology. Despite what some chronic users may claim, the cannabis plant is not mythical. It's not a species choreographed. It's a THC cannabinoid. There's a rumor, probably still alive in many Facebook groups, Monsanto created a GMO weed, terrorizing people who fear they may be inadvertently be exposed to the dreaded GMOs. With what is unfounded rumors about superweed obscure as that it goes on. Oh. Next article. This is by Fact Check. The Monsanto created the first genetically modified strain of marijuana. Other experts, such as James Hunt, president of marijuana technology, believe that the only way marijuana to become legal in the United States is through branding of a GM strain. Basically, it says not yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I can't find anything that says there's genetically modified cannabis out of all those articles on Google. I don't know. I want to thank you guys for coming today. Appreciate it. I'm going to end this right here. It's an hour. I'm going to go look for a dog. Growers in Alaska pay $80 an ounce to sell their dispensaries. I don't doubt that a bit. I don't doubt that a bit, caveman. Thank you guys for coming. I don't have to read an article for that. Soros has spent at least $80 million on legalization efforts. He's right a portion of his foundation funds. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I'm gonna go look at a dog today, somewhere, somehow. Thank you guys for coming. Till we meet again, have a good day. This is the greatest community on YouTube too. Bye.